Now baseball. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And a check swing here, appealed down to third. But James Kingsley says he held up. Ball 1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Matt, I can't wait to see what David Dahl has in store. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's Nolan Arenado, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. To second for one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Kyle Freeland will be on the mound for the Rocks. Dan, any thoughts?
Kyle Freeland is really starting to make a name for himself. Good fastball, not overpowered. 95 miles an hour. Good slider. His changeup has gotten better, and he will throw in the occasional curveball. Good 4-pitch mix. His best quality, he's not afraid. He doesn't go out there pitching scared. He's not afraid to go ahead and attack the strike zone.
This is on the ground over to first. There is Desmond, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hitting over 350 versus left-handed pitching this season, and that's what we're looking at today. If those numbers hold true, he could be in for a huge performance.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nope. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. Runners going. And that's into the corner, of foul ball and right. Baez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Snap throw from the catcher, but he's back in standing. Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. And that slider's almost in the dirt. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
So coming to the plate, Ben Zobrist, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. Now at the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Right there, Murphy at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the line.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. High in the air out to center field. Giving chase is Almora. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Stepping up now, David Dahl. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Ball 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Zobrist moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And a slider that catches a lot of the plate that time, and it's sent out to deep left center field. And this one is gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
There's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Sliders in for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's running. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Now in the box, Albert Almora. And we'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Contreras, a runner at second with 1 away. Line drive to left. Dahl is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So here now is the pitcher, John Lester. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, that's your pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Nope. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will. Into the box now, Ian Desmond. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall. A home run. A A solo home run that time for Ian Desmond. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Rockies have made this a 2-1 ball game.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Almora. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kyle Freeland. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Under it is Zobrist, 2 away now. Ready for another chance. Charlie Blackmon so far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. Zobrist has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Rockies do get one back via the solo home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Rockies 1. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. He drew a walk his first time up.
Javier Baez.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gonzalez giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 44.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well into right field. And that's off the scoreboard. What a blast!
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Ben Zobrist is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 to him now. And this misses for ball 4. The 2nd walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
3-2 now. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The catcher, number 40.
Ball 1. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Zobrist over at second. Bryant at first, 1 gone. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2. So stepping in, Jason Hayward. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Another 0-2 home. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
This one's down to third. Over to LeMahieu covering at the bag, and that ends the inning. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. 3 complete from Rick. Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a ball lying toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Here's Carlos Gonzalez, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
There's one on to first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. Trevor Story with a 2-run shot. Home run number 5 on the year as the Rockies have drawn even now at 3-3. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Murphy. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. We're tied now at 3. At the plate, Albert Almora comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Count remains at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Now a flare out to left center. Story ranging into the outfield. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of it.
Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Throw won't get him.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average golfer.
In there for strike one, 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Desmond might try to make a play on it. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Slow bouncer to the right side. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 4 full, and we are now to the plate. Ian Desmond. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Well hit to right, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit at third. Bryant's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for Colorado.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. Now the first pitch here from Lester. A ball and no strikes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Charlie Blackmon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a looper to left. Baez ranging into the outfield. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And they'll tag him out at the plate. And that. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
And there to put it away is Gonzalez, and there's your first out. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street. Pop high in the air. Story is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Leading off for the Rockies, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle to his left. Baez. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan.
Stepping in, Nolan Arenado. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Murphy showing off his range. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Ready once again, Carlos Gonzalez. He was a double play victim last time around. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Digging in now, Jason Hayward. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Right.
Hit back up the middle.
Hayward.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Center fielder, number 5.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through. Oh man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
In now, John Lester. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Tight one on our hands, all tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Ready for another shot now, Trevor Story, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Striding in, David Dahl. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Ian Desmond. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive, base hit to right.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And Iannetta can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now. On the move is Desmond. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will. Digging in and looking for more, Daniel Murphy. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. You got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Outside, that's a ball.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Here's Javier Baez. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Javier Baez becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Sliced hard on the ground. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. Brendan Kinsler is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Brendan Kinsler.
Brian McMahon is going to be asked to get things going here as he'll lead off the top of the 8th. Pulled toward right center field. Almora in pursuit, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
The batter is 20.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He was a ground out victim last time up. And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Blackman on second, Arenado at first, 2 out in the inning. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Here comes the go-ahead run. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. Jake McGee is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. No balls and a strike to count. High in the air out towards shallow right. And there to put it away is Gonzalez, and there's your first out.
Now batting, third baseman,
The
Ryan.
next hub up, Chris Bryant. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the second. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Wilson Contreras. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
Now batting, pitcher, Brandon Pinch.
Ian Happ will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And look inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second. Randy Rosario will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Digging in, Trevor Story. And he will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out, as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Rosario, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his first year at the big league level. Hit hard up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Zobrist sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Ian Desmond. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Hayward is there, 2 down. So a runner at second, 2 down now. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. Now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
Up next for Colorado, pitcher Jason McGee.
Gerardo Parra will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 8, Gerardo Parra.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Now both runners on the move. He swings and misses. Throw down. It's there. He's out trying to take. Wade Davis enters to do the pitching, and the best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Second baseman, Daniel.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed with a breaking ball. Davis is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit-miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And that's in there for strike 1. And it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Full count, 3-2. Ben Zobrist would be next. Hit sharply on the ground. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Wade Davis. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. Fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th.
The batter, center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora, and the inning is over. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And a ball 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a ball below the zone.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman,
Here's Chris Bryant now.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
the catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. Here's Jason Hayward now. Here's the first pitch. Weak chopper up the line. It's foul, strike 1. The 0-1. 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now. 1-2. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a liner. Well, this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Leading up for Colorado, third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Arenado.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
The right fielder, number 5, Carlos Gonzalez.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward on the run. One away. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the pitch. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Striding in for the Rockies, David Dahl. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for David Dahl. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and it's now 5-3. Ian Desmond will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the 1-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard.
Leading off for the Cubs.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Kyle Schwarber will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Schwarber is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead cold guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Number 3, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
2 out, nobody on. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least 1 more batter. Here's Javier Baez. And he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at bat. There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that'll be a bitter pill to swallow for this home crowd as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win. and any win is good, especially on the road.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Colorado Rockies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Wade Davis wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies: 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Cubs, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.